Hi, my name is Manton. I want to show you a new plugin I wrote to make it easier to use icons on your website using Font Awesome. I'm going to use a test blog that I have here, test.manton.blog. And I have two tabs open. One's Micro.blog on the web, and one is the Font Awesome website. So let's go to my blog and I'll click on plugins. This is where plugins are installed that change the theme of Micro.blog or add features or customize things. I have a few installed on my test blog. I'm going to hit Find Plugins, and the most recent plugin happens to be the Font Awesome one. But if you're watching this later, you can just search for icons or font or something like that to find the plugin, and then we'll just click Install. So this will install the plugin and basically make the icons available on your blog. So what can we do from here? First, I'll just create a new post to test this out. And I'll say, testing icons. And I'm going to click over to Font Awesome. And I'm going to search for an icon. So they have thousands of icons. One of the things I like about it is they actually have the Micro.blog icon, which most people don't. So let's test with that. So if you click on an icon that I search for, it gives you a little HTML code, and just click on that, and it copies it to my clipboard. Now I can go back over to Micro.blog, and I can paste it into my post. Font Awesome uses this, the I tag, which is really italics, but I guess they like it because it's short and I could stand for icon. This is usually fine. Every once in a while, I've noticed that it'll actually make the icon in italics, in which case you could change this to anything else like a span tag. It has two classes, the brands, which is just kind of the group of icons. These are where all the, things like the Twitter icon, the Facebook icon, that sort of thing, and including the Micro.blog icon. Anyway, I just pasted that in, and I'm going to hit post. Let's click. So it's publishing now to my blog. Let's click on to open a new tab with my blog so we can see how this looks. So this is my test blog, just using the default template. And of course, my new post is testing icons, and it actually has the Micro.blog icon. And that could be any of the icons available in Font Awesome. I've tested a whole bunch of them. One of them I tested didn't work, but for the most part, I think everything should work. So where can we go from here? One of the things I want to do is I want to add little icons to this navigation bar, and that is a little bit more difficult. So I'm going to walk through what that would look like. Essentially, Micro.blog has the concept of plugins, of course, but it also has custom themes, and they can be full themes that provide all the templates for your blog, or they can just be kind of containers that hold customizations for your blog. I'll click on Design, which I already did. You can see I have no custom theme set. So I'm going to hit Custom Themes, and I'm going to make a new one that will just hold this change to the navigation. I have a whole bunch of dozens of custom themes because I create them all the time for testing. So just kind of ignore that. I'll make a new theme. I'm going to cheat a little bit and start it with A, so it goes to the top of the list so I don't have to scroll through everything every time. I'll just say, navigation icons, something like that. I'm starting from nothing, so I don't need to add this URL that would download an existing theme to test with. I'll hit Add Theme, and then I'll go back to the design page, and I'll choose that as the custom theme for this blog, and hit Update to save the settings. Great. So I have this theme now, and like I said, it can contain changes that customize my blog. I know that header is actually in a file called header, so I can kind of search for it, and I can click on it to customize. Now this opens Micro.blog's template editor, theme editor, where on the left side we get the HTML for the particular theme template that we're modifying, and on the right side it shows a preview of my blog so that I can see the changes after I've saved them without having to keep multiple tabs open or whatnot. This theme, and including pretty much all Micro.blog themes, have some little section of code that essentially loops through the menu. And these are the pages in Micro.blog, the standalone pages that you can create and manage. I have a few on my test blog: photos, books, coffee, about and archive are standard. Photos is also pretty standard on many blogs, but these could be anything, right? You can have a bunch of these or just a couple. So it loops through these with this range. And then there is a special kind of page that's a redirect somewhere else. So it says, if this is a redirect, do this, otherwise do this. What I want to do is I'm going to kind of reformat this a little bit so you can see it better. This shows the name of the item. And what I'm going to do is depending on the name, I'm going to add different icons to it. So again, this is a little bit tricky and kind of advanced template editing, but maybe we'll find a way to make it easier in the future. But this will work with all themes because you can customize it and completely control it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say if an equal, if the name is equal to photos, essentially, then, and this is Hugo's way of making conditionals inside the template, then I want to include an icon. So let's go over to Font Awesome and find an icon. I'll search just for photos, see what they have. They have a whole bunch of things, of course. I'm going to pick the camera icon, click to copy the code for that, go back to Micro.blog and hit paste. So if the navigation is called photos, use the camera icon and then just show the name like normal. I'm going to hit update template. Micro.blog will churn on that, process all the templates, and publish them to your blog. And when it's done, this screen should update and I can see my changes. And there, it just updated. Great. So it worked. I get photos, I get the little icon. So I can do this for the couple other ones. I'll just copy and paste this code a couple times, or just once, let's say. And if the name is books, then I want to do a different icon. So back to Awesome. I'm gonna find a book icon. There's a million. I'll click this one, copy it to the clipboard, back to Micro.blog, and I'll paste in this reference to Font Awesome and hit update. Micro.blog will go through that process again, process the templates, and update my blog. There it goes. It's updated. So I now have two icons. So again, this is a little bit, you got to go and edit the template if you want to change the navigation. If you're just adding it into a post, of course, you don't need to. You can just paste it into any post. It's just a little HTML. But hopefully this gives you an idea of how Micro.blog works with plugins and themes. And it's really powerful if you want to dig in and customize your blog this way. And if you just want to reference Font Awesome in a post, then you can just install this plugin and you don't really have to do anything else. It'll handle loading the CSS and the font files. Thanks. Hope you enjoy it. And thanks for using Micro.blog.